Have you ever been swallowed up? Swallowed up?
Welcome to another episode of J Inclusive. Please share, like, comment, subscribe, and set your notifications on so you are alerted every time I upload. Recently, ex-gay pastor and gospel singer Donnie McClurkin gave a sermon where he talked about being saved from homosexuality, and the clip is currently going viral online. McClurkin revealed he was touched by a member of his church at a young age and later preached that the youth are being tainted by their friends and celebrities.
But the young people need to know I walked and I tried to find myself through other men in the church, in the grand old church. What am I doing? I'm taking the mask off. I'm taking the mask off. I'm taking the mask off. I'm telling the young people I'm coming clean. You want real? I'm real right now. You want real? I'm clear. I'm real. I'm transparent right now. You have no idea how many times I gave myself away trying to find myself. Just trying to feel loved because my daddy didn't cover me. Just trying to feel loved because I didn't have a man to show me what love was. And the only man that loved me lusted me when I was 8, and that's all I knew to look for. God did not call us to such perversion. God didn't call this generation to such perversion. God did not call you young people to such perversion. Your generations have lied to you. Society has failed you. The only way you can really find real hope is in Jesus Christ. That's the only way you can find deliverance. I tell you of the truth of my son, the Okor, Rabashi, and the Lahosa. If it hadn't been for this Jesus, I would be homosexual to this day. But he is a deliverer. He is a deliverer. He is a deliverer. He is a deliverer. You don't understand what's going on right now. Katy Perry is turning the girls out. Talking about I kissed the girl and I liked it. You don't hear what I'm telling you. These young girls are just as bad as the boys in homosexuality, but you don't see it. You don't see it. You don't see it. Hear me, please. Hear me, please. The very ones of us that were over the generations failed, myself included. And now they're being tainted by people in their generation. They're being tainted and they're being turned by people in their generation. We talk about the Tonei situation, and it is only turning their hearts further away from God.
Madison and Craig Stewart responded to McClurkin's homophobic sermon on a recent episode of their show, Talk, discussing how McClurkin is seemingly projecting his own internal struggles onto his congregation.
Oh, glory!
And I praise and worship all month. and I praise and worship all month. Oh God. But rest assured that I will be gawking.
I hear you. But going back to the whole Donnie McClurkin thing, my concern is the young folk, and not even just young folk, because it's people our own age who are still struggling with their sexuality, their identity. My concern is the masses of people who are listening to your words. And in my opinion, I believe you're probably still struggling. And yet you want these people at that church and the people who will hear this message, you want us to believe that you've somehow overcome your sexuality through prayer. So for all of the people who are still attending these churches, and they are telling you by sheer virtue that because you're gay or because you're trans, that you're going to hell or that you're an abomination, you need to remove yourself from there. And what disturbs me about Donnie is that a lot of people looked at that and felt like, oh yeah, God is using him right now. But I saw pain.
Yes.
I saw a man who's broken. I saw a man who's really struggling and wrestling with himself. Because here's what I know to be true. You can abstain from sex, but that doesn't change your sexuality.
Bitch.
Every now and then I talk real
Bitch,
good.
I ain't sucked dick in a month.
But you still.
Bitch, I'm going this week. Hey, Masha! Oh.
You're the reason that so many black folks are in the comments across social media tearing up Dwayne Wade because he's embracing his trans child, or Magic Johnson because he's embracing his child. It's disgusting. And God didn't assign you to do that
At all.
God isn't concerned about your sexuality. Being trans, being gay, being queer does not put you on the wrong side with God. God grades us on a bigger scale than man. So while you're trying to get approval over there at that church and that pulpit, God is not concerned about that. God is not concerned about that. And you spent the larger portion of your life running from yourself. You've spent the larger portion of your life running from yourself. You and that hateful speech is part of the reason why there are so many black families struggling to embrace and accept their own children.
I've spoken about ex-homosexuals and my belief that no one is delivered from being attracted to the same sex. You simply abstain from engaging in any homosexual acts. When you look at a lot of these men and women who claim they have been delivered from homosexuality, the men usually still have feminine qualities about them. And the same can be said for studs. And when I was a teen, there was this pastor whom everyone in the rainbow community knew was gay. And although there were whispers, the Christian community ignored it because this pastor's grandmother was a well-respected evangelist. Needless to say, while speaking out against homosexuality, he ended up purchasing some houses in Virginia and ended up passing away shortly thereafter. The problem with statements like the ones Donnie and others make.
Not normal. You have a new family tree. Jesus is the vine, and we are the branches. There may be homosexuals and lesbianism in your family line, but it's not normal.
Is that they typically revolve around demonizing same-sex attraction and blaming their attraction to the same sex on trauma they experienced earlier in life. And that isn't everyone's story. It's not mine, at least. I don't believe that an attraction they've had all of their lives simply went away. When you have Christians who deal with alcoholism, sex addiction, gambling, and more, all of their lives as they walk with Christ, but these ex-homosexuals are delivered and they never look at another man in a sexual way. Unlike an alcoholic who can escape physically seeing a bottle of Henny, an ex-homosexual can't escape seeing men. So you mean to tell me that they've never had fond memories when thinking about their past same-sex relationships? They've never been out and about and inside their head thought a man was attractive? Being gay is more than the physical act. So simply physically abstaining from it doesn't make you an ex-homosexual. It just makes you a homosexual who is practicing celibacy as it pertains to same-sex relations.
Yeah, I was. But guess what? My God is a deliverer. A lot of them will say, yeah, you just gay. You just gay. You can't change your sexuality. You're right. I can't change my sexuality.